I just threw this in here and we kind of covered it, but we hear so much about the hardships and the sacrifices, but do we talk enough about the teamwork and support available in the right union?
We totally don't. I don't think that we do. And I think that this is why this interview was so refreshing, because when we typically hear of people who have been married for 20 plus years, the hardship is the first thing that they're typically highlighting. Like, it ain't been easy. We've been, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
We
so it
did
immediately,
therapy. The
yeah, and it's
pastor
just
then
like,
ran over us for
it
years.
immediately just kind of sounds like, a, well, I might be kind of good, you know, but he really talked about just the joy and how it was the honeymoon, you know, and how they're having a ball, right? And how fun it's been. Um, and so I think that if more of the narrative could be shared of the other side and leading with that, then it probably would help a little bit with people's perspective of what it takes to be married, and also what to look for when it comes to vetting, one of Jaimi's favorite words, when we're actually out here dating and we're, you know, considering what are those things that are important and the values and what we want to, you know, what's important, that partnership piece, and really understanding what that means in practicality, of not just in the sense of like, you know, who's paying the DWP and electric bill, you know, but like really the other side of partnership of like, okay, what happens when someone gets sick, or, you know, what does it look like when we're each pursuing our purpose, or, you know, children and finances, just all the different areas. How do we want to have fun together, our friends? There's just so many different places where, you know, partnership shows up, and it's an opportunity to think of that when you're dating someone and you're not necessarily experiencing, you know, some of that partnership quality that is important.
And not being afraid
Ooh.
to bring it to the table, because it's like if
Mhm.
you have this preconceived notion that he's got to do the bills and I got to be at home, or just that box thinking, then you go to the table like, well, I'm not going to say that I want to start my event planning business and I
Right.
want to do this because he's not going to. Then we start making up these stories, and where your partner might be like, oh my God, an event planning business,
You
that's
should.
amazing. Because once
Yeah.
you get that off the ground, you can be doing the events when I start my public speaking. Like, what are we doing? We, purpose, it all fits. We can all go.